Hello Virgo, how are you my darlings? How are things? I'm Eriu from Eriu Tarot Readings, and as always you're very welcome here to your January 2018 life reading. So I just first of all want to say to my subscribers that have been with me for quite some time, thank you so much for your patience. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys understood that I needed time to reconfigure myself spiritually a little bit, and kind of emotionally and mentally as well. So thanks for that. Thank you. Also to my new subscribers, or if you're a first time viewer, you're very welcome here. This is a tuha, which we call the tribe, and you're always welcome here. Nobody's ever not welcome here. All we do is ask that you bring a bit of love and light into the scenario, and if you ever need any other advice or guidance, put your experience in the comments below so that we can help each other out as much as we can. Yeah, brilliant. So, a completely new year. I can't believe it's 2018, but there you are. It's just after, it's like it just fell upon us. It's like out of the sky, 2018. So I want to keep you quite guided throughout all kind of levels of your life throughout January. So what I'm going to do is a slightly different format, which I like changing formats anyway. So we're going to cover your career, your finances, family and friends, and then I'm going to do love for singles and then love for couples. So this is going to be quite a long video. So it depends on what you want to watch as well at certain times. If you just want to hear about love, go straight to love. If you want to know money, you go to money. But that is the format: career, finances, family, friends, and love, singles, and then couples. Also, for my new subscribers, or for anyone that's kind of new to watching tarot videos, you're going to hear this a lot, but this is very important that it's reevaluated. Wrong word. It's reinstated that these readings don't always resonate with you, and they won't, and I will tell you that now. You may watch this and think, she's not my tarot reader. That's totally fine. There are plethora of wonderful tarot readers out there, but if it doesn't resonate, it's because it's so general. Like, these videos get thousands of views, and so can you imagine having one reading that you find on YouTube that's particular to you? It's kind of not going to happen. So if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me directly. I can let you know about my services, and my email address is below this video and also at the end of this video as well. Okay. So I feel really calm, which is lovely. I've done a few readings there for different signs, and I've just been a bit hyperactive. But for Virgo, I feel very chill. This is going to be nice, guys, I feel. This must be your energy as well. I hope you're feeling chill. I hope this could be residual energy from the Christmas period as well. I just feel really relaxed. Now this is an early morning video for me, so I'm not really a morning gal, I'm more of a night owl. But this feels good. Okay. Oh God, really? No, I'll do one more. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's great. This is us. Wonderful. Okay, so this is going to cover your career. So I'm doing one card from the traditional tarot, the illuminated Rider-Waite, and then I'm going to clarify with these beautiful angel tarot cards as well. A little bit heavier to shuffle, or harder to shuffle. Oh, I need two. Oh, well look, I'm not going to pass up on that offer, right? So let's have a look. So your career for 2018, January 2018, Virgo, what's going on with you? Oh, great. Okay, this is awesome. This is awesome so far. Yep. So Virgo, excuse me, you have this Queen of Cups energy throughout January 2018 for your career. So what is the Queen of Cups? Well, Queen of Cups is your opposite element, yet you're extremely complementary because it's water. We're talking about water energy and your beautiful earth energy. So you guys coincide very well together. You've adopted a different sort of energy this month for your career. That's not to say that you're not doing well. You really are, because you're the queen. So remember, doesn't matter about gender. Queen, king, doesn't matter. We're not gender specific. If you're watching this and you're a guy or a gal, that also doesn't matter. This is this feminine energy that you're tapping into. So Queen of Cups is about, excuse me, I'm going to go down something. Queen of Cups is about beautiful healing waters, the power of purity, purifying, cleansing, and also just kind of emotional satisfaction. This Queen is coming up for you because maybe some of you have had some trouble in the past where you haven't been as emotionally satisfied with where you were going, and now you're feeling like you're really falling in love, back in love with what you do. This also could be that you have a new opportunity. I don't really feel like it's a brand new opportunity. It could be a slight elevation of what you're doing at the moment, and it could be ever so slightly. It could be even just be a small acknowledgement of a raise, or it could be that you are excuse me, promoted in some sort of way, but it is an elevation. But I feel like you're just feeling happier with what you're doing now and where you're going. That's for some of you. For others of you, this is about teaching, giving. So this sense of self-satisfaction is actually really empowering you and motivating you and inspiring you to deliver how you feel about this particular job, or also just to stress here as well. This could be about study. So some of you that are studying as well, like that also coincides, right? Career, study, depends if you're doing both or you're doing either or, it's fine. So this is about you kind of giving the word. I don't always feel like that with the Queen of Cups because she's a little bit muted for me at times. She's a bit quieter because she'd rather show and feel rather than speak like the Queen of Swords. But she's kind of opening up a bit more. So maybe some of you are saying, are opening up about where you want to go with your career, or you're saying like, I want to be a bit more acknowledged in my current job. And the only way I'm going to do it is by being like, hey, this is how I feel about it, which is slightly foreign territory for Virgo. You don't come from a feeling place, you come from more of a logical place. So I say that heavily generalizing, right? And you know that as well, as some of you may have a lot of water in your chart and you go, well, no, I actually am quite structured and methodical, but my feeling is where that's how I operate. So, but this is where you're operating from anyway. If you don't have a lot of water in your chart, doesn't matter. This is where you're operating from in January 2018. And I think this is saying like, look, open up a bit more, reveal that a bit more about what you're doing, Virgo, or where you want to go. And I think it's a case that you won't feel stuck. If you have been feeling stuck, you're opening yourself up and people will come towards you and say, hey, actually, do you know what? I think this would be great for you, or I can really help you in this department. It's these little things, but a beautiful energy so far. I love it. That's just my intuition. Let's go off with clarifying. Oh, another Queen. Yeah, so I said some of you are feeling stuck. So you got the card of Ego, number 15, Archangel Joviel, and you've got Queen of Fire as well. So I think this is in you, Virgo. This is in you to kind of start to open up, because this self-satisfaction is really, I guess, not new territory for you, but it's very welcome. Maybe it hasn't been there in the past. So ego here, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Let's get that off that. So for you, it could be a case that when I said you felt stuck in the last while and things, now you're starting to see things change. That's what it could be. This is saying, don't let your ego get in the way. Okay, don't let your ego close you or box you in. And I know it's very hard for you because you are a very grounded sign, but material goods and manifesting them, push them back a little bit more, because maybe that's where your focus has been, and maybe that's what has been more of a hindrance to you, quite possibly. But this is saying that you're actually doing, once you kind of push that to the side, you're actually getting a rebirth in many different ways. We have the Queen of Fire here. Now I said to you about, if you open yourself up, possibility of people coming in and saying, look, I can really help you with this. There could be a Queen of Fire that's around you that's like on it. She's like in it, she's responsible, she's so proactive, and she's like, come on, you want to do this? I'll help you, let's go. Like, she's so direct as well. But people think that's only the kings. Queen of Fire for me, she's on it. She's the boss lady. It's like, you want anything done, you go to the Queen of Fire. And so this could be somebody that could help you progress yourself in major ways because you opened yourself up. Or also for some of you, this could be that you have a little bit more fire in your chart, and that want and push to elevate yourself is there. That creativity within you is there. It's just how you're going to express that outwards. No matter what kind of avenue you go down, it's really imperative for your growth in your career and your studies that you express yourself this month and be very vocal about where you want to go, where you want to be, and who you want to be in that particular time and place as well, which is the future, right? So the ego, let's not worry too much about those financial things or financial material things. Let's not go, oh my God, I feel so trapped. Once you do that, you lock yourself off. And it's imperative this month that you open yourself up career-wise. This is actually really nice. And as I said, just very calm. I don't feel like there's anything else that we need to kind of discuss about that. I'm like, that is cool with me. Yep, so let's have a look now at your finances. I'm really quiet for some reason. Are you very quiet lately, Virgo? Feel just like super chill, like I don't need to speak. And yes, even with your career reading and study there, I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's all we need to know. It's just very cut and dry, but it's all good. It's all good. Right, I'm going to take a middle card here. And let's see what this brings. Right, for your finances for January 2018. Oh, well, hey, this is great. So what I said to you before about your career and all that and getting self-satisfaction and opening up so that people can help you in certain avenues, no matter how crazy you might think the idea is or how obscure it might be to some, like the right people will respond to you. And I said, don't worry about too much of the material goods. That will fall into place, and it does in January as well, because you've got the King of Pentacles. So Pentacles is your element, so you'll be in your element financially within the month of January. This is saying that the seeds that you have sowed, you will reap those rewards further on, but you'll see it a bit more immediate in January as well. King of Pentacles here, he's showing off his pentacle, like not in a very gaudy, egotistical sort of way. He's just like, I've really worked hard for this and now it's coming back to me. So what you're putting out in January, Virgo, is what you're going to get back. Take care of your self-satisfaction first, and then secondary to that, your finances are going to be a-okay. You're going to be sitting pretty. And I'm not seeing a big influx of money here, but I do see that it is coming to you and it will be steady. And I know that you probably appreciate that more rather than a big lump sum. Well, I mean, a big lump sum would be really nice, but you'd rather have it come in than not come in at all. But this is good. So what you have is a very cool, calm and collected Queen of Cups. You got a very cool, calm and collected King of Pentacles, and they're both working in your favor to say, look, let go of the worry of it all because we are taking care of it. I've no doubt about it. This is all good. This is really nice, and this just this is a lovely steady stream. It's all happening quite fluidly, and I think it's because that Queen of Cups is just like, let me take the reins and let me allow you to express yourself and allow then these opportunities to come in. You put it out there, you get it back. But let's just clarify anyway. Oh, fantastic. Right. Ace of Fire and Seven of Fire, which in the traditional tarot would be wands or rods. So Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement. Yes, change your life now. So this is all backing you up in a very verbal way, Virgo, and saying, look, you really must be worrying about all this a little bit. And if you're not, well, that's great. If you're a bit more chill Virgo, that's great. But I know on the inside, Virgos can worry about certain things, especially having a very solid foundation in their life, because that creates a lovely sense of security. So I totally understand that. But this is saying something new is coming for you. And, excuse me, due to that ripple effect of the Queen of Cups, it's saying also that a new opportunity is there in your finances, which means that like this is only positive. It means that your financial section is going to grow and you have the opportunity to say yes or to say no to it. I feel like you're just like, yes, 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 I'll sign the dotted line. Yeah, definitely. That's so great. Then you have the Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So for some of you may feel like, oh, this is could be a little bit of an internal battle with regards to your finances. It could be that you're really struggling to balance out your finances, or that you feel like you're living a bit maybe beyond your means and you're like, how am I going to scale this back? Or do I need to scale it back? Also, the things that are being offered to you, this is saying that if they don't go in alignment with your inner beliefs and morale, then you don't need to go for it. You're good either way in January financially. You really are. But if people are coming into your life that maybe these offers that are coming to you are with certain people that you don't feel like you could even work with financially, or work with on a creative basis, or even a business type venture, it's saying you stand your ground with things that you believe in. And don't just, well, you wouldn't do this anyway, I know you wouldn't, but just pick your battles wisely. And more importantly, choose the people that you want to surround yourself with a little bit better. Because this is finances, this could be that you need to speak about your finances to more of a financial institution of people that you regard to be in control and know what they're doing as well. But this, I honestly just feel like this is more of a case of you're really kind of getting a lovely advancement all in all in January, in your career and in your finances. So I have to keep saying to you not to worry. Let it be. This is fine. Oh, look, see how easy this is. Oh, should I? Well, we'll just have a look, will we? Oh, Two of Wands. So we're going to do family and friends now, how your relationships are stacking up. No wonder I feel so calm. It's just like, it's all good. So not so far, and I could be jinxing us by saying this, but so far there's nothing actually majorly crazy going on. It's that lovely steady stream, and everything is just working the way it should be. As well, for a lot of you for 2017, you may have just put in the graft, and now you're finally starting to see it work out. But also I think, excuse me, personally as well, excuse me, for your growth and really expressing yourself. I think it's great. Great, 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 great. One more. Cool. Alright, now let's look at family and friends, relations I should say, rather than relationships, for January 2018. Nice. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles. Things are changing for you in January, Virgo, and some of you may feel it's about bloody time they did. And they are. I'm delighted to say that they are. Ace of Pentacles, again, it's your earthly element. Beautiful. And we have another ace. So you've had two aces so far, which means new beginnings and things. Honestly, something that I don't feel like is going to come in and completely shift the whole dynamic of your life, but gently move things and change them as they're meant to be. Slowly they'll unfold in front of you, I think, in January 2018. So this Ace of Pentacles is about, as I said, new opportunities and new beginnings. Now, because we're speaking about family and friends here, like normally this would be a new opportunity in business or finances. So in a way you'd almost like to swap the other cards for your finance and your family and friends, but this is still good. I think this is a new beginning for some of you with regards to family and friends in, as I said, showing them how you really are. Some of you may not have a problem with displaying yourself. And I don't even mean expressing your opinions. I mean showing your really inner self, which can be hard at times because we live in a world where, even though they say individualism is at its highest now than ever was before, it's completely marketed, and nothing about individuality that we see on a day-to-day commercial basis is true and allows us or gives us permission to be authentic. It's so highly contrasting, and people just don't see it. But this is for you, having an opportunity to 100% be yourself and present yourself in front of family and friends and being like, look, I'm after really growing into my skin here, and I'm going to show you who I really am. And I think it's not worrying about how you're going to be perceived by others. There may be people within your family and friends sections, or sectors even, that you feel like you can't 100% be yourself in. This is saying that's going to let go, and you need to let that go because they need to see your power in many ways. Does that mean that needs to be an egotistical thing? Not at all. They just need to know who they're working with here, and you're such an amazing sign. I just think I'm always attracted to Virgos, and like even just a friendship level, because I think you bring so much to the table. And I know a few Virgo people, and some of them are so authentic. Like, you could not put them in a category, and they're just 100% themselves. And sometimes, and they still worry about how they're perceived. And then I have these other Virgo friends that are like, on the flip side, kind of a little bit quieter, but then they show themselves artistically or in different ways of who they really are. This is to say, like, scrap even all of that and just be yourself. I just keep hearing be authentic individual, and for some of you may already be there, and if that's the case, then I guess this message really isn't for you. But it's for those of you who may be struggling to show yourself and to just be like, hey, I am an open book actually. Now that doesn't mean that you completely open up and you don't have a sense of control. You're always in control. This is the thing. You're always opening up. It just depends on what sort of reception you get. You can't always control that, but what you can control, as they say, is how you respond to that. So conduct yourself in a way that you're happiest with, and know that sometimes that even when we show ourselves to people and we get a negative response, it's nothing to do with you. 99.999% of the time, it is nothing to do with you. People are fearful of people who walk in their own skin. Excuse me. Because you reflect to them the things that they're not doing. So it's never, in a way, it's never really anything you've done or said. If you keep that in mind, you live freely and go, it's nothing to do with me, it's actually them. They have this sort of issue with themselves, then you're good. Anyway, enough of me talking, let's clarify. Ooh, okay, cool. So you have 3 of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. And then you got 8 is Justice card. Sorry, I forgot my glasses. Fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. That's what we just said. That's what we just said. 3 of Earth here. Traditionally it is the 3 of Pentacles in the Tarot cards deck. And it's about building something. Not from scratch, you've already done that, you've already taken the steps, but really working at it, really grafting at it, slowly tipping away. This is a process. It mightn't be a case that you're like, boom, hello world, here I am. But it might be a case that this takes time for you to develop. It may take time for you to kind of show yourself a little bit more as well. And look, this is so, excuse me, this is such a lovely card. And I fear that you can't see it properly. And I don't have this on autofocus, so I'm not going to compromise the focus. But there's a butterfly here. Yeah, this is so, I should have put on my glasses. And there are these lovely, beautiful fairies surrounding this butterfly. So this is about you kind of transforming yourself and saying, this is who I am. And what you'll actually realize that there'll be more receptive people than there'll be negative people. For you, for this month of January, there's not actually really one person that stands out that's really giving you grief. This is more about how you're perceiving, how you will be perceived. and you have no control over that. So when you let that go and be this kind of beautiful butterfly that you are, what you're going to find is people respond much better to it. Look, they're all surrounding them. This beautiful butterfly, these fairies are surrounding them. And it's like, you have this. And recognize your worth. This saying recognize for a recognition for very high quality work. But I think this is about you recognizing your worth as well. Excuse me, I'm so sorry I keep coughing. This literally just came upon me this morning. Yes, and then you have a beautiful justice card here, number 8. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Stand up for yourself a bit more, Virgo. It's kind of as simple as that, I guess. In a line, if I had to put this in one line, it's like, stand up a bit more for yourself and know that people will respond to you. The right people will respond to you. Because let's face it, you don't want those negative people around you. They don't accept you for who you are. You don't need that. Yeah, you really don't. Like, this is how I'm viewing a lot of things lately, and I don't know if this is... like, I feel it makes sense, but maybe for some people it doesn't. If you're a card, right, I'm applying this to a lot of my love readings I'm doing lately for people, but this makes sense, I think. If someone came to you, right, as a business deal of friendship, sat down and said, this is what I can offer you as a friend, A, B and C, but however I won't always fully recognize who you are because I'm not going to fully accept who you are all the time. Is this a good enough deal? And you'd be like, no. What? What do you mean you won't accept me in the friendship level or family level? What do you mean? Oh, I won't see you the way you want me to see you. So therefore I'll never really fully accept who you are. Do we have a deal? Sign on the dotted line? You'd be like, absolutely not, scrap this. This is the same thing. You don't want that sort of person around you. If it's not a good enough deal, it's not a good enough deal. You don't even need to be that severe, I guess, where you're like, see you later, bye. That's just my Queen of Swords energy. But think about it that way. If it's not a good enough deal for you, that's okay. Let them go. If it's family, it can be a bit tougher. I know, I understand that. But look, like can't worry about everyone. If you worry about everyone, oh my god, you just wreck yourself mentally and emotionally, always worrying about what other people might think. No. Let's not. Let's take care of ourselves first before we give to anyone else. And I think, Virgo, that's kind of one of your life lessons, really, isn't it? It can be a very hard thing to do. Actually, I guess what I really want to say with all of that is, including your career, finances and family and friends, be a bit more selfish in January. Be a little bit more selfish, yeah? Doesn't mean that you walk all over people. And like, I say that to just say it, but I know you wouldn't anyway, so. You wouldn't. It's not in you. It's not in your DNA. Now we're going to do love reading for singles. Hurrah! I'm so excited. I love these cards. Oh, I can't wait to do it. Love reading for singles, and also clarify with some of my little Rider-Waite deck. Ooh, okay. Love it. I'm going to pick randomly another two. Whoa, you wanted to come out a bit there. Grand. And we'll pick this one. Cool. Look at the size of this as well. I've pointed this out to all the signs because I'm just like, look at the size of this. This is a rose quartz. It's as big as my hand nearly, or at least the palm of my hand. And it's just like, I need something to boost people for 2018, especially January, because it's a really weird month for people. Yeah, so this is how much love I'm trying to give you. So hopefully we get a bit of love. Actually, I'll just flip them first. Let's see where you are. Ooh, do you know what? My god, these cards are coming up for so many signs very soon, especially you deserve love. Who is this? I think it was Pisces. Oh, yes. Yes. I said to you to be a bit more selfish, didn't I? Love yourself first. I said put yourself first, Virgo. Now, I just want to reiterate that if you are a Virgo that is very much in touch with all this and implements this anyway, you're good. Okay? I don't want you to be like, oh, I already do this. This is pointless. It's like, but you're good. You're right. Then you've already got the message, so you're good. This is for the people that are struggling with this, actually. So love yourself first, very soon, and you deserve love. Okay, so let's have a look. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Well, yeah, I guess people that seem kind of more content in themselves and aren't really fazed by the romantic hustle and bustle sometimes, that it can be a kind of a whirlwind, and other times it'd be actually quite traumatic in love. But this is someone who's just like, hey, you know what? Either way, I'm good. I'm the eye of the storm. I am calm. Everything else that floats around me, you're grand. I'm good. And then you very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, and you deserve love. You are lovable. You are lovable. It has an exclamation. You are lovable. You are lovable. I just want to shout that. You are lovable. I love you. I love Virgos. Fucking love Virgos. Also, because she's got this funny dark humour that just tickles me pink. Oh. Oh, I'll leave that there then, because I'm not going to mess with the High Priestess, so. Ba-bum-bum. Okay, this is kind of a weird pulling a card to me today, because I don't normally go for the middle. But it's like they want to come out and they want to say something. There we are. Okay, so let's clarify. Oh, Queen of Cups is back. And did not come out. Did it come out actually? Did that come out earlier? Okay, maybe just it kept catching my eye then. 2s and 2s. Ooh. Virgo, yeah. Oh, Virgo. We're good. Oh, Virgo, we're really good. Right, let's look at your first card. I'm getting very excited now to cool my jets. Love yourself first. 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. So, as we've already talked about, you need to put yourself forward first and foremost in your life, and more importantly as well, this is saying in your love life, this is what you gotta do. No more pandering to the opposite sex, or I shouldn't say opposite sex, apologies. I mean, whatever your preference is, or whoever you were involved in the past, or that you're kind of seeing and you're not quite sure and you feel like you're the one doing all the chasing and you're the one making all the effort. This is saying, put the brakes on that. You need to get back to yourself, because you're putting out so much energy there. There's nothing being left for you. But I think if you were to go down the route of being more selfish, in love even, because Virgos give so much. So much. See, I'm just pro Virgo. You give so much. You gotta leave a little something for yourself. If you were to give what you give to others, what you give to yourself, you'd be flying high. And I say that because you have the 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands here. So for a lot of you, like I'd say almost the majority of you, you've got the 9 of Pentacles card. For me, this is the Lone Wolf card. So at some point in January, maybe the early stages of January, you're going to feel like, yeah, do you know what? I'm by myself, but I'm okay. The 9 of Pentacles here. Here's a lady. She's got a bird on her hand. It's very pretty. She's got the 9 of Pentacles all around her. She's built this up. She's invested in herself. She's invested in the love in herself, because she put herself first. Therefore, she knows that if anyone were to approach her, or even try to mess with her, or give her any bullshit, or try and put the wool over her eyes, she's like, no. Thank you so much for the offer, but I'm good. I'm good. And as I said, it's not egotistical. It's just being able to be so self-secure that you're like, whatever happens, happens. I'm good either way. And also, she has this little bird here, and sometimes it's not a white bird, which can be depicted as a bird of hope. But for me, I think she's just really enjoying this moment of giving back to herself. And it could be even little things like, I say this all the time to people that I do love readings for, because there's often this pattern of one gives so much and the other doesn't give enough. And I say, do little things for yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be, oh my God, I don't know. It could be anything. If you're I'm afraid to give examples because then I'm like giving specific, you know, generalizing genders here. But it could be something like you want to stay in, you're going to have a glass of wine of your favorite wine, whatever you drink, and you're just going to either listen to jazz or listen to a podcast or just like have a bath, do your nails, everything else doesn't matter but what you want in that moment. And that's kind of giving back to yourself and giving love back to yourself. And for guys, look, hey, look, that could also be it too. Maybe some of you want to have a bath, have your favorite drink, watch something on TV or whatever, read a poetry book, whatever it is, just nurture yourself. And that's that. Oh, this is spot on. I love this. Now, I also know though, however, while you're in this like I'm really good zone, you're kind of looking around and you're going, so when is love gonna come in? I'm working on myself, but when is it coming in? Because you have the Three of Wands here, you have fire energy, which is Leo, Sagittarius and Aries, and this is about literally ships in the background, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for these opportunities to come to you. Now there's still a little bit of a seeker in you there, Virgo, where you're looking out and you're going, no, I'm fine, I've done everything. Where are they? But I feel this is more of a case for you. As I said, take a step back, but allow this to come to you. Don't go seeking, don't go actively seeking it. I feel anyway, in January, it's about them coming to you because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Attract them to you. You don't need to go running. You don't need to go looking. This is going to come to you anyway. And it is coming, but I know some of you are a bit on the fence about that and you're like, oh, but where is it? It's coming. You just gotta chill. And this is great because the Three of Wands then coincides immediately into very soon. Very soon. It's coming very soon. You just gotta hold off. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So if there is this kind of weird period where you're like, when is it coming? I kind of feel ready. Where is it? Come and get me. I'm here. If you've got that time period, this is saying before maybe you may have not put yourself first or whatever, and it's saying that now you've got the time to really think about what you want in a partner, or at least somebody that you could have a lovely, nice romantic encounter with, be it intimate or not, doesn't matter. Even just enjoying someone's company is like, what do you want? Because when you start to decide that, that's when it comes a bit closer to you. That's when your ships come a bit closer. And also, you're kind of weeding out the ones that you don't want to encounter anymore. The ones that you're like, this does not work for me. This is not. Why am I attracting these people? And look, we're reiterating it here with the Queen of Cups energy. And again, loving, nurturing, healing, beautiful, cleansing, purifying waters of love and of emotion. So you're actually quite ready to give this cup. But I feel like you're not just going to be like, kapow, boom, take my cup. Take it. Take it. This is more of a case where you're like, yes, I have this, but I'm going to wait to see who comes along. Then maybe I might give it to you. It's really, this cup is more so on display, kind of like, I know what I've got. People, look at this. This is good shit. This is good love right here. You're not going to find this anywhere else. That's what it's kind of like. It's funny. But also, for some of you, you have the Strength card here, which is a major arcana. You feel a lot stronger in yourself now, coming into January in love, than you will have felt previously or in the past or the last few months, or even like this last 6 to 9 months. Some of you may have just had a really tough time between that, or even like 3 to 9 months as well. So we'll say the guts of a year, essentially. So this could be a case that you are starting to, once you've done all this and you're kind of really like loving yourself first, it's extremely empowering. Remember, you've got the feminine energy here of the Queen of Cups, and you've got the Strength, which is about the yin and yang. It's the female and the masculine. She tames that lion there. So for some of you, could be extremely passionate people, and at times you find it difficult to come out. This is about you taking the work, doing the work on yourself, and finding that inner balance. And that, those two combined is perfect. Perfect. On the flip side, I don't fully feel it, but I'll say for those who it could be, you could have a Leo or Sagittarius coming into your life as well here. That is a lot calmer than the ones that you've experienced in the past. And you're kind of looking at it, thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind giving them my cup, but I'm just gonna, it's kind of like you're pretending that you don't notice them, but you do. Oh, you do. Yeah, they're really cool and calm as well. If this is somebody coming in, it also could be that they may also be a fellow earth element, but have a lot of fire in the chart. Either or, but there's a very calming nature to them. There's a very solid nature actually, rather than calming, I'd say. Then your last card is you deserve love. You are lovable. So if this is a person coming in for you and you're turning your back slightly, you do know you've got this awesome cup to give, Virgo. But if it's a case that you're thinking, oh, I don't really know if I want to give them that cup because I'm not sure of them or whatever. If for some reason you start to wobble, I feel you're pretty set, to be honest. But if you start to wobble with this person, just remember that you do deserve love and you are lovable. And what I quite like is that you might actually go for this person because boom, look at this one. She's got her bow and arrow and she's like, she's so far away. She's got this stream between her, the land and the stream, and she's aiming and she's got all these wonderful kind of little cherubs here being like, do it, do it, do it. And it's also about you taking a chance on love. And essentially, when you do that, you tend to take a chance on yourself. You're like, you know, fuck it, maybe I'll just jump off the cliff. Maybe I'll go for it. Maybe I'll just open myself up here. Because as I said, as I keep saying, inwardly, you're good. So you can't be swayed like you were before. Do it, do, I just hear it, do it, do it, so funny. And she's like, I'm aiming, wait a second. But there's more than that. If this is a Leo or Sagittarius coming into your life in January, it's because you're picking up on something that you're like, this isn't just what it seems. This person isn't like other people, and you're intrigued. Because as I said, you've got your back to them, but you're still like, slowly kind of getting closer. It's that kind of thing of where you look at someone and they look at you and then you look away and they're like, okay. And then you look again and you're hoping they don't catch you. But then they catch you and you're like, look away. Do it all the time. All the time. But your intuition is kicking in here because you have the High Priestess, which is another major arcana. Fantastic. I'm glad you're getting these. And she is about all the things that we can feel but we cannot see. For you, Virgo, she doesn't always come into play. This isn't your kind of natural default setting. It's more of a case that this is normally the Queen of Cups energy. But because she's so dominant in these readings for you, she's obviously opening the gateway for this High Priestess to walk through. And she's saying, go with your gut, go with your intuition and your feelings on this. Okay, so it may not be something that you've had before. Okay, this person isn't kind of someone that you've had before. Okay, there's something about this person. What is it? What is it? What is it? Now, this person to me feels quite balanced with you. I think this is what it is. You're like, I'm quite balanced with myself. They feel a bit more balanced. May have a different kind of personality style. Doesn't mean that they're not solid in themselves. And I said that. I feel like they're solid. You have 2 twos here, which is all about the balancing, and also for me as well, the Strength card can be about twos as well, because we've got the female and male energy that kind of float in and around one another constantly. And she also depicts this. She's very much like that, even though she's full-scale female. She understands this balancing act. She balances between the practical world, the earthly plane, and the spiritual world of intuition. She does that so well. So she's coming in to help you read between the lines of a lot of things, and that's really great because the Two of Wands then comes in as this fire energy, which is saying yes, 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 do consider. And this is you looking at saying, well, what way do I want to do this? What way do I want to go with this? How can I implement this into my life as it stands? Am I going to give myself fully? I feel like there's a lot of you that if this comes in, you're not going to give yourself like the way you gave yourself before. Not at all. You're way too advanced for that emotionally now, Virgo. You're like, no, this is lovely. I'm going to take this step by step. How do I want to do this? Laying out the map, I guess, of how this could be something in the future. And I don't mean weddings and babies and mortgages. I don't mean that. I mean just how you want this to play out. You're very much in your power, even though it's not your natural power, as I said, but you are in your power. And I think more so than this saying, oh, you deserve love, like your self-worth as well, even though that's definitely a theme here. This is more of a case of you saying to yourself now, I do deserve love. Oh, you deserve love. Like, look in the mirror and just say it. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're male or female. It doesn't matter to me. Stand in the mirror and say you deserve love. You do. You really do. I want you to do that today. Doesn't matter. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you listen to this in work. Go into the work bathroom, say it to yourself, even wash your hands and mouth it to yourself in the mirror. And I swear to God, this is going to start changing for you. This is so good. That's singles. Singles? Yes. Oh, I'm not calm and collected anymore, am I? No. No, no, no. I'm going to put these in sporadically and then shuffle them. Ah, singles. Oh, you feel good to me, Virgo. You feel so good this month. I just heard some of you go, yeah, I feel good, actually. Now that you mention it. It's not life-changing. It's not like the Tower card where everything is like, oh, everything blows up and then other things come in. And it's not like that. But it's like you walking around and you just having this certain vibe to yourself where you're like, you know what, I feel good. That was me, I can't take them. That was me because I was too busy imagining you walking through a park or something, just being like, I feel good. All right, so this is our reading for coupled Virgos. I just got the song Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, in my head. So I hope you're not having problems in that kind of sense. Because I just heard, I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. That's a great song. With somebody who loves me. Oh, okay. Sorry. They just said, that's it. I was like, alright, fair enough. So I'm kind of doing different ways of taking cards this time. And why not? What do you want? One or two? Okay. I just want to say that as well, kind of thinking about what we've just covered. I don't want you to think that I'm generalizing Virgos and this whole self-worth thing. I don't want you to think that, because I know a lot of readers do that. That's just how I felt with your cards. I just want to say that. Kind of quite disclaimer, because I know for a lot of Virgos that's not an issue as well. It's not like they just kind of, they're like, no, I'm fine, you know, I'm good, and you're like, yeah, okay. So I just want to say that, because I don't like generalizing all the time, but I will put out kind of generalizing statements about signs, because I need to cover that, because that might be something that someone needs to hear, you know. Cool. Ooh. Alright, Virgo couples, for the month of January, your love in 2018, or January 2018, is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And the last card is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. These are actually quite lovely. Again, nothing kind of crazy going on with you guys for couples in January. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gestures. So it's funny that I got that song in my head, and it's like, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. This is saying, absolutely do it. And this isn't a big, intense thing. It's really not. I can feel it. It's more of a case that you want to show your partner how much you care about them. Maybe they're in a different current headspace at the moment. Maybe they're really busy, or maybe they're not around as much, or you just kind of feel like you can't, it's hard to kind of interject yourself into their life, because this can be also when people live together and you're married and it's like you just don't see each other sometimes. That's just how it is. But I think there needs to be a bit more playfulness come back into it, and I think you're going to have to be the one, Virgo, that needs to do that. So express your love if they're in the middle of something, and some people like this and some people don't, but I just say go for it anyway. Just take them and smooch the face off them, or just grab them and tell them whatever kind of pet names you have for them. Give them a wink and a smile, or just something to knock them out of where they are mentally at the moment. And think this is about you having fun with that. Not even them a little bit. This is about you. Because maybe you're feeling slightly neglected, I guess, from this. Because they feel like they're over there to me. And I feel like you're watching them do their thing. You're just watching them kind of jump around. Not even jump around, but just from one thing to the other. It's busy, it's this and this next. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, this is happening. But also Tuesday, Wednesday, that's happening. I might have Wednesday evening free. I should be home earlier than normal. This is about you just being like, okay, yeah, fine. But this is what I need. So I'm supporting you, but at the same time, I need a bit of love and you got to give it to me. And there's no way that they're going to cop onto this unless you actually say, give me this love, or unless you express it. So show them, do something different, surprise them, be spontaneous, and rep with yourself as regards to expressing yourself love wise. Absolutely go for it. Or even, it's even something as small as you're both cooking dinner and you put on a specific song and you grab them and you just dance with them in the kitchen. It doesn't even have to be slow. It can be something fun and just twirl each other around and dip each other, you know, that kind of classic movie dip. The guy dips the gal. It's something just fun and bring it more lighthearted. I think that's what it is. I just think that's beautiful though. Let's see. Yeah, so some of you, your spouses are quite busy and you feel like they're neglecting you a little bit. But this is, I don't want to say it's all in your head because that's not true, Virgo. It's just that you're allowing this to, I guess, continue on longer than it needs to be. And I kind of feel like you being quiet about your needs in the love department, this could even be sexually. Your needs in the love department is, what you don't want to do is, because you're learning to express yourself in the other areas of your life for January as well, that it could be a case that you need to learn to express yourself in love and this in a different way, just in a different language. Doesn't mean that you completely abandon how you show love and how you give love to someone, but I think it's that for you, so that you don't go fully into this Eight of Swords energy where you just kind of create this wall of fear and detachment from your partner. And it's like, no, we got to make sure this doesn't happen for you in January. This could have been slowly building over time as well. We were like, hey, this, okay, it's like you reach out and they reject. You're like, okay. Reach out and they reject you. They're busy. And you kind of not make excuses for them, but you give reasoning as to why they're being the way they are. But you're that kind of closes you off and they're not fully aware of that. They think that you're good. They think that you're in control, and not that you don't care, but you're like, they're fine with themselves, like they're fine. No, 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 you're not though. So best thing to avoid the Eight of Swords, because this is more of a warning than what's actually happening, is to, as I said, open up and go down a different route and be spontaneous and be fun and just have a laugh and fall on the floor together and smooch the face off each other. Do you know, like, kind of like when you first meet kind of stuff. That, to me, that's really sweet. And you have the Seven of Pentacles here. So some of you are kind of looking back on things and going, it used to be a bit more this way. Like, it's not saying that you don't care for this person. It's not saying that there ain't love there. There is. You've got so much of it. But you're just kind of like, you're kind of stuck a bit with this. Well, your advice for this month is to, at least for some start of the month, express your love. Just, that's actually what's going to help all of this come out. It really is. And this, like, these feel very weak to me. And normally the Eight of Swords can be a bit of a tricky card and be a bit severe, but this feels very weak for me. So I'm just going to say this completely overrides these two. I maybe even play that song. Play a bit of Whitney. Be goofy, be stupid, twirl them around. Like, not stupid stuff, you know, just fun. Kind of lightens the mood between the two of you. Maybe they actually need that as well. If you can give them that, maybe they need that. And also, so when you kind of do that, it's kind of just, everything's kind of reaffirming already what you have, is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. But you see, she's offering a certain level of romance as well to this kind of statue here. It's very altar-like. It's almost like giving it to, you know, Venus herself, giving this offering of love and saying, like, look, this is what I want out of this, but I give you this as an offering so that you can help me materialize this. That could be you saying that as well in certain ways to your partner. You know, like, I got to give you this. I need you to know that I feel this way. I feel this way. And stay optimistic or stay positive that their reaction is going to be a good one. And like, and even if it doesn't kind of land as well as you thought, well, you did that. You expressed yourself, and that was what was important for you in this moment with your partner. Let's just have a look. Yeah. I just keep hearing Whitney Houston, I'm sorry. Somebody who... I can't sing, but who cares? Right, so you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Great. And the Seven of Wands. So, Major Arcana and fire. Fire. Seven of Wands is about standing up for yourself, standing up against people that may be in opposition to you for one reason or another. And sometimes this can be that you feel people are against you, but they're not really as well. But it's important to know that you're elevated, whatever the scenario is, of where you feel like you have to fight for something and fight for what you believe in. It's not necessarily always the case. So it is quite a warrior-like stance, but I think this is more of a case for you to recognize that that fear of maybe opposition, or I say fear of opposition from your partner, that it won't land as well as it does. But they will. This is the thing. And even the retreat card, I'm delighted. I'm like, we're all good here. The Wheel of Fortune's coming in for you to say, if you implement these new steps, if you open yourself up and express yourself and just be like, hey, this is me and this is what I got. I want to love you this way. I don't know where you are lately, but I need you to come back to me. Come back to me. And this is what's going to happen. Wheel of Fortune, you get the ball rolling again in the nice way. This isn't flying for you. It's not really slow. It's just literally like turning and turning and turning. And then you start to gather a bit more momentum. And then the love between you and that kind of fine thread that you thought they were very far away gets closer and closer and closer and closer. And then retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, I said you get closer, that you already feel detached, but this is about the both of you retreating. See, we have two people here. They're walking away out of the kind of the material external world into this very naturalistic environment, which is what you are governed by, the earthly plane. And it's time to disconnect from the world. It's time to let go of all those, not let go, but just for a while, push back on those responsibilities that you feel always need to be taken care of first before your relationship. And I think this is very telling. Some of you may be with Taurus, and this is very important for you to say about Taurus, for me to say about Taurus as well, that or Capricorn, that they just keep going and going and going. They're like you. They'll just keep working away, but you need someone that just says, stop. Stop, no, let's get back. We need some time away from everything. And there's an agreement here between the two. It's like, yes, in unison, we completely understand that we need to give back to ourselves a little bit more in the month of January. So disconnect from everything. And it even mean your mobile phones. Switch it off. Throw it away for a few days. You're not needed as much as you think you are. Like, that's very true. My phone broke for 5 days on New Year's Eve, and I just only sent a few people Happy New Year's Eve, Happy New Year's, and it broke, and I didn't have a phone for 5 days because I was also sick. So the only thing I had was the odd time when I switched on my laptop to try and communicate through email to someone, and it was the best 5 days. Well, apart from being sick, but technologically wise, being attached to it, it was the best 5 days. I didn't have to worry about any group chats. I didn't have to worry about someone saying, oh, does anyone know where I can get this? Or, yeah, no, it was fantastic. I loved it. So this is what this is saying to you. This is all lovely. There's nothing really harsh here. Let's clarify. Yeah, listen, here we go. When you retreat, you get the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So let's go straight to the Aces. Aces are new beginnings. This is your third one. You've gotten 3 out of 4 in your readings thus far, Virgo. That's awesome. Wands is loving energy, and it is sex. I'll be straight up. This is about the nookie. This is all about the good intimacy times. Intimacy times. Never said that before. I don't know if I'll carry it on. I don't think I will. It's all about the good sexy times. Yeah, and there's no doubt in my mind that love will be rekindled, that you have a new moment in love. Not even necessarily a new beginning, but you have an opportunity to rekindle and reignite the passion between the two of you. Once you kind of walk away from everything, you get to have this. And why not connect again sexually with each other? Maybe that's something as well some of you have been experiencing, depending on sex drives and libido, one or the other. You don't really know. may not have been experiencing as much as you would like. And for a lot of people, it's connection through sex as well. That's how they show love. It's not just a physical act. So this is saying this is coming back in for you. And also I have to tell you to be very aware, if you're not expecting to be pregnant or don't want to be pregnant, be very careful. Be very careful. Because I can hear it in my head about what they're telling. Yeah, okay, I can't say that. That seems a bit explicit. But what I'm saying is, like, just be very careful. Okay, very careful. But the sexual intimacy is coming back and it's great. And you're going to feel much more connected. And also, this is what I love to end this reading. King of Cups. So your partner comes back as this King of Cups energy. Wherever they've been emotionally lately, when they come back as the King of Cups, they're matching your emotional energy. You were Queen. This Queen of Cups, she was like all over this reading, and then your partner comes back as your equal, as your emotional equal, and is willing to put the time and effort in. Maybe it's also a case, Virgo, that they don't know or they're not fully aware how much they've been emotionally neglecting you, and you gotta say it to them, and you just gotta show them. And it doesn't need to be a big conversation. It really doesn't. It just needs to be you expressing yourself and feeling like, look, I just need this from you now, and it's been a long time. And it's time. It's time. Now is the time. And it's like they wake up. I feel like they just get it then. They go, oh my God, you have a lot of blue energy here. For me, that's quite mental. For me, that's more kind of swords energy when I see that much blue. So it could be because they finally wake up in their heads and they go, oh my God, I have been doing that. I'm so sorry. Let me come to you. Let me be with you. Let me show you my love. Show you my love, my love. And that's the best ending I could give to this couples reading. Virgo, I hope you enjoyed your January 2018 reading where we covered career, finances, family and friends, love for couples and love for singles and love for couples. If you would like a personal reading from me in any of these areas, please contact me. My email address is at the end of this video and also below this video as well. And I can email you my services and times and dates of availability. Virgo, to my new subscribers, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to see you next February. This February, it's coming. I'm going to see you again. And to my old subscribers, hey, I'm so glad to have you back with me. And I'm glad to be back to be doing this for you. Have a beautiful February. Take care of yourselves, my lovelies. And I'll see you next month. All right? Take care, Virgo. Bye-bye.